pictures that we are getting from outside Rashtrapati Bhavan, where you can see a huge group of people having gathered to protest against that brutal gang rape that we saw in the capital over the weekend. Of course, since that incident on Sunday night, we have seen massive outrage all across the country. We've seen a series of protests being staged in different parts of the country, including the national capital. Every single day, people, men, women, have taken to the streets in large numbers to make their voices heard against what they call injustice against women. Of course, as we said, these are pictures coming to you live from outside Rashtrapati Bhavan, where in fact you can see a huge group of protesters, mostly women, holding placards and shouting slogans demanding justice for the victim in this particular case, and also demanding that safety for women be made a top priority for authorities in the national capital, something that many believe has been sorely missing so far. Well, so we have seen over the last few days a massive outpouring of anger on the streets, not just of Delhi, but across the country, with very, very large numbers of people taking to the streets saying that justice must be delivered and the government must do more to ensure the safety of women in our cities. Delhi, of course, unfortunately, many would say, has earned the dubious distinction of being the rape capital of the country, and many saying that this latest incident of that gang rape, given the kind of brutality that was involved, should now be a tipping point, and we should see changes finally taking place on the ground. In fact, the anger that we have seen on the streets does seem to have spurred the government into action to at least some extent. We have heard the Chief Minister of Delhi as well as the Home Minister, Mr. Sushil Kumar Shinde, making a series of announcements over the last few days. For more on that, let's now go across to my colleague Tanima Biswas, who has been closely tracking this story for us. Tanima, as we've been saying, a massive groundswell of public opinion building up, with everybody saying enough is enough. It's time the government did something to ensure the safety of women in our cities, and now you have this massive protest taking place right outside Rashtrapati Bhavan.
So many people have come out, taken to the streets right from the day that this incident had first been reported. From Monday itself, we had seen so many people, and it's not just activists who are associated with issues related to crime against women, but it's also been students, people who are office goers, who have not gone to work but have come out to the streets to register their protest. And now we can even see a similar such street protest happening right outside Rashtrapati Bhavan. People trying to voice themselves to be heard, to bring this matter to the president's notice as well. We know that the government, in fact, the Delhi government specifically, has come under a lot of pressure, where people have in fact raised questions against Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit, asking her why is Delhi called, infamously tagged as the rape capital of the country, and why is the city registering more than 600 cases almost a year. So now what we have been seeing over the past few days is people have in fact been trying to build up the momentum to make sure that people in government offices, authorities, police officers, they are all aware of the anger that has been building up about this issue about women's safety, not just in the capital but across the country as well, which is why symbolically this protest outside Rashtrapati Bhavan.
Right. Tanima, stay with us. We will come back to you in just a bit, but let's first listen into some voices.
मैंने खुद देखा है कि नोएडा सिटी सेंटर से आते हैं, मेट्रो में लेटेस्ट डिब्बे में जेंट्स बैठे होते हैं, जबकि रात के वक्त हमें सुरक्षा देनी चाहिए, रात में सुरक्षा ही नहीं होती है। क्यों? सिस्टम खराब है ना। कब होगा सही? कब?
आप अपना ड्यूटी नहीं करते हैं, अपना ड्यूटी बिल्कुल नहीं करते हैं। आपका नाम? मेरे नाम है कंचन।
आप भी यहाँ प्रोटेस्ट में आए हुए हैं। लगातार जो इंसिडेंट घटनाक्रम बढ़ते जा रहे हैं,
हाँ,
क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
जो जैसे सब लोग तैयार है उसी हिसाब से हम भी वही सपोर्ट करेंगे। लेडीज को जरूर मिलना चाहिए, सुरक्षित जरूर मिलना चाहिए।
कब मिलेगी?
रेखा।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है, मैं अभी पीछे पीछे जा रहा हूँ, देखते रहेंगे।
All right, so you heard their strong voices of women who are in fact participating in that protest right outside Rashtrapati Bhavan. You can see those pictures coming to you live from outside Rashtrapati Bhavan. Yet another protest in the national capital against that brutal gang rape that the capital witnessed on Sunday night. As we've been saying, every day over the last few days, we have seen people taking to the streets in large numbers, not just in the national capital, but in fact across the country to make their voices heard, demanding not just justice in this case, but better safety and security for women across the country.